hmm Um, could you go through the public court record and get the actual date
Yes,
that every one of these was entered in as a comment?
yes,
You know, it's surprising
yes.
that I didn't actually reside in the county after December 20th of 2012.
Yes.
Um, 18th Street where the Serenity House is at,
Yeah.
it wasn't there until a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
As I remember it, I moved back here on the 20th of August of 2014,
Mm.
thinking that the 1 year protection order was issued for 1 year when it was issued for 2 years.
Yes.
hmm And the overnight emergency shelter used to be a little brown house.
Yes, it was.
And it didn't actually get moved to 18th Street, and that might be in the county, but I did notice a lot of police officers seem to drive out there.
Yes.
How many times did you say
Yes.
Sheriff's return of service on July 15th of 2013,
Yes.
when the actual jurisdiction of the service of process was the police department? See, there's this problem.
Mm-hmm.
Since approximately, well, 2013, I was a resident of the Serenity House for 3 months.
Yes.
And you could only stay there once every 12 months after you left.
Yes.
And then I stayed there again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was somewhat homeless, and I don't remember exactly. Oh, I stayed at a friend's house.
Yes.
That was in the city.
Yes, it was.
And then I stayed there again. And then I left for Centralia,
Yeah.
and I stayed there from approximately May or June
Yes.
of 2013.
Yeah.
It was after the court hearing. It might have been later than that,
Yes.
where I stayed at a homeless shelter for men. Every time I've actually resided in this county, it's been in the city.
Yes.
Can you tell me why it doesn't say Return of Service Police Department?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does the actual city police department serve individuals,
Yes.
or do they only arrest them? Because I would say that it is fraud
Right now.
to say sheriff's return of service when the protection order says the city the individual resides in,
Yes.
or if they reside in a county,
Yeah.
then it's the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these two returns of service,
Yes.
sheriff's return of service,
Yeah.
sheriff's return of service, so sheriff's return of service, oh, oh, um, mm, mm, July 31st of 2015,
Yes.
June 12th of 2000, oh, sheriff's return of service, July 23rd of 2015,
Yeah.
sheriff's return of service, so why does it have two times the sheriff's return of service?
Yes.
Why doesn't it say police return of service?
Mm-hmm.
Did you serve me in the county? Well, there's this problem.
Mm-hmm.
You renewed a protection order on July 31st of 2015
Mm-hmm.
where I never resided in the county,
Yes.
and the sheriff
Yes.
cannot serve in the city,
Yes.
but I resided in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And as I remember it, I was sleeping at that little brown house in the city, going to meetings in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Could you tell me
Yes.
why it's a sheriff's return of service and not the Port Angeles Police Department? Did you, as the police department, intentionally have the sheriff attempt to serve me
Yes.
when you did know I wasn't living in the county?
Yes.
And since there was no possible way I would have been in the county,
Yes.
why does this public court record say sheriff's return of service not served? Could you tell me?